hours to compile those together.
I legit don't know what's happening. I really need to get my PC to a doctor, but
Okay, now to the official welcome. Welcome everybody, Dungeon of the Mad Mage session 49. We actually have only 3 sessions left in total till we reach 1 year of sessions. And then maybe I'm going to do some kind of a recut then of funny moments for the first year, and then just label it 1 year of Mad Mage. I don't know. Let's see. Since I'm figuring out video software right now, but that has nothing to do with our game today. So, as always, we're going to get a summary of a fun little holiday session from last week. So, Cristy, stage is all yours.
So we ended up visiting the halflings at the sword and the sexton to give them an update on maps. They seem to be happy to get updates from us, even give us a little bit of gold. And we ended up finding a caravan coming from Waterdeep and decided to try and follow them. They were not really nice to Alasha, so Zoya accidentally almost killed one of them with Mish's mockery. But don't cross Alasha, don't insult my friends. Because my insults hurt more.
You're such a good friend.
I'm glad I didn't kill him though, because that would have led to other issues. As we tried to leave the passage or the cave passages, though, our old friend Halaster appeared, just checking on us. I was trying to talk Skriana into accepting a deal with him, and he finally ended up leaving us out of the leaving us to get out of the cave. And we ended up reaching Waterdeep. We reached the Yawning Portal, where we asked Durnan to organize a meeting with Lady Silverhand and made a very annoying bard named Volo. Unfortunately, he decided that he wants to join us. He's really excited to meet us and is bubbling something about going into the dungeon himself to make a book, whatever. So we seem to be stuck with him for the moment. Lady Silverhand arrived shortly after, and even she didn't seem to be able to really get rid of him, so he ended up sitting in the meeting we had with her. As we updated her a bit on Skriana's situation, and Halaster decided to appear again and was really offended that we were talking about that because apparently he wanted to do that. And he offered Skriana a deal again, which and Lady Silverhand as well, which they ended up refusing. Alasha then visited the post office to send some letter, while Zoya visited the orphanage to bring them the goods she had collected for them. We then went back to the Yawning Portal, had some weapons organized by Lady Silverhand waiting for us. And while Alasha and Zoya were going about their business, Skriana, Yagu, and Volo ended up having a walk through the city. At the end of it, Skriana decided she wanted to know if there was any wizard. She asked the little boy if there was any wizard who knew about the foreplay, which we then figured out was far plane and not foreplay. Apparently, the wizard was really relieved to hear that it was the far plane that she was looking for. She ended up getting some information about it and some ritual and spells, and then we ended up go back to Skullport, where we delivered the weapons that we requested to the Harpers. And now we're here again. The dragon egg has still not hatched. So sad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
actually,
gonna
very
take a
little
while.
time passes.
I know.
Good. Thank you very much. Anything from you guys you want to add?
No.
nope.
Nope. Good. All right then. Stage is all yours. What do you want to do?
Real quick. So
Yes.
this time I will supply the point of view, right?
Yes.
Should be. Yeah.
Great.
Also, a thing I told Bas that I would have asked Lady Silverhand to add Skriana to her patronage, and he said she sees us as a party or as a group anyway, so Skriana has the advantage thing now as well. If she didn't already
Nice.
have it, use it.
No, I didn't have it. Well, at least I didn't take it.
Well, now you do.
Could we recap real quick just how exactly this works, or what the rules are for it?
Yes, sure, actually. Let me quickly pull out the exact passage. Wrong book, also wrong book. Okay, the search is not giving me anything about this. So basically what you get is you can give advantage to one of your party members for saving throws, attack rolls, and stuff once per long rest.
Okay, once per long rest.
Is this before or after we see the roll?
Good question. That's why I'm looking for the exact passage. I have it in a second. Wait. There, how patrons work. Group
I don't want
assistance.
Patreon. I want OnlyFans.
No, so having a group patron gives an adventuring group a common purpose, which inspires better coordination in the form of guidance and encouragement. As a result of this unity, each member of the party can grant advantage to an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw of another member of the party. To grant advantage in this way, a character and the chosen target must be able to see or hear each other, and neither can be incapacitated. Once a party member grants this advantage, that individual can't do so again until they finish a long rest. Does not say before or after we see the results. So up to you.
Usually
No,
it's
up to you.
before. Usually it's
Yes.
I would say it's before, after you have the roll, but before you get the result.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
usually
sure that's part of the
advantage.
speed of play.
Yeah. Let's just do it with before the result is there.
Okay.
Or at least it's with this inspiration. You can add it after the roll, but before you know what the result would have been.
It's just a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah,
times
so we
you
just have to
know
be
if it's-
wary of it that a lot of things automated here. So if you do like saving throws or something.
Your own saving throws are not automated. Your attack rolls
right,
are
right.
on your attack rolls are on auto advantage. So that is an easy one. But it's the question goes mostly towards saving throws because those have a real difference there.
All right, all right.
Good. Does that answer your question?
Yep.
All right. All right. I posted another time in our Discord chat, just for reference, and I make it a pin. So it's pinned. Good. All right, back to business. What is your business?
Defeat the Huns.
So
How is your
we're in
business?
Skullport, eh?
Yes.
Why don't we make a plan as to where we go next?
That was a good idea.
Mhm.
I mean,
is a
if
very
you
good
want
idea.
to venture back into the dungeon, my suggestion would be find the passage that leads to level 3 and then take the portal again. Unless we want to go and meet our friend, the angry droid.
I don't think we want to meet the angry druid.
But what we also could do is explore level 4 further to see if we find any portals, because we didn't find any portals
Well,
there.
I mean, about the druid, for example. Well, first off, I think we all got a little bit stronger. Plus, we have Skriana with us. So, I don't know how things work down here, but I could imagine that she's not gonna be very happy, and if she like gets back on her feet and like rebuilds her empire or something, I don't know. That if we just leave things unsolved for too long, then It
It's a
might
fair
get
point.
worse.
We were 4 before as well, though.
Well,
And we did have the goblins too, which I assume are either dead or left by now.
what did you say? You were 44?
No, we were 4 the last time too because we had Alyssa with
Ah,
us.
I see.
But did you plant your tree or your giant mushroom or whatever it was, Lasha?
Yes, those got planted here. Buffs, are they already like big enough to?
We planted them a week ago, and so no.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, how fast do they grow, or how long would it
Well,
approximately take?
they take a while. They take
Okay.
a while to be big
But
enough.
you know what we could do? We can go and visit our friend in level 4 and see if he has any mushrooms that are big enough that we could use in case. Because
Well,
there
we
was a
would.
cave where we found the toad lady. There were mushrooms in there. So we could check that place out, or we could ask the Edtin to see if he had, I don't remember his
Jabber?
name. Jibber Jabber, thank you. To see if he has some mushroom that we could use for transportation.
I'd suggest to either go back to level 8 or Yagu, or go to where you previously left off and just keep going down in a straight manner.
And we weren't really going down in a straight manner, I would say.
Yeah, the thing is, I think we have like on a lot of levels we have like unfinished business or things that just left like that. So the question really is, do we feel like we need to clean up some things and like to get stronger to be able to advance better or faster after that? Or do we say no, we want to plow down that maze and like go straight for whatever
Do
it
we
is
actually have
later?
any reason to go back and deal with the druid aside from the fact that you promised the wet flappers that we would help them?
We don't know, but just like out of character real quick, how or is it like known that I don't know, people or factions from certain levels start to like venture outside their domain or do like want to go on a crusade and I
Well,
don't know.
I mean, you definitely know that those crafty drow are definitely trying to do more than just stay on their level and be happy forever after. So some factions might, others don't. It's hard to say. I mean,
I, I
Willow,
do
for
kind of
example, seemed to be very happy with her forest.
wonder where the chimera ended up though. Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure it didn't dance. You know, I'm pretty sure it didn't do the dance. So it ended up being transported somewhere that wasn't level 6 because we were in level 6 and it wasn't there.
Well, I mean, it can go invisible, so maybe we just didn't see it. It didn't want to reveal itself.
I guess. But did it have a reason not to? If it's so vicious.
That's
Yeah,
scary.
I think I would
I'm-
actually first thing would be to ask Jibber Jabber if he has any mushroom we can use for transportation, just in case.
Well, then we would need to bring it here, and it would probably still need to like take a little bit of
I
time to
mean,
like
not
form.
necessarily. We can keep it there. We can leave it there. We just need to have a
Oh
safe
yeah,
place to go back. Because from level 4 we can
sure.
come back
Yes,
to
yes,
Skullport anytime now that we got rid of the Mind Bitch.
that's true. I'm. Sorry, come again. You're a little bit low on volume for me.
It's good to have
Yeah, and I think I'm just reading it again, but I don't think that you need to like uh, have like a dedicated point of return. It just has to be a plant or a larger plant that you have visited and touched, I think.
Correct.
I mean,
So
Jibber Jabber takes care of its mushroom, so if we choose one and just ask him not to
yeah,
collect that one.
he will protect that one, I guess. Sure. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a good backup plan anyway. I mean, no matter what happens, maybe something happens in Skullport or whatever. So I think it is wise to have like a certain amount or certain range of options.
Yeah. Oh, what happened with Volo, by the way? Where is he now?
Oh,
He's dead. He's over there.
um, well, Volo was following you and the cards that you had with you, and then stayed with Olvira. That was the last that you've seen of him.
Okay.
But we imagine that he's probably somewhere in some tavern.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. As long as he's not here,
No, he's not there.
that's good.
Good. So,
Yeah, I guess then we visit Jibber Jabber and establish like a safety point of return. And then from there, we move down. But I think we didn't yet come to a conclusion on where we actually want to pick up again, right?
Yeah. Where we came from. This is the last floor. We're not going back into the maze.
No, that's what I'm saying, right? You should either go to level 6, which I think is where, and then go downwards doing level 7, which I don't think you have yet, and then finish level 8 and then go to level 11. Or we go directly to level 8 because Yagu has investments there and finish that, and then go to level 11 and completely skip level 7. I think that's the two best options.
Yeah. Or
From my
if we
point of view.
have to go to level 4 anyway to figure out with Jibber Jabber, you could just have another look there to see if we find any portals, because I don't know if there's any. There should be some that leads to level 4, I think. Let me check again. Portals. There should be 2 portals, according to Durnan's scribbles, that lead one to level 2, which we will not be able to use, but the other ones should lead to level 6.
Well, we already know how to get to level 6.
Yeah, well, what will we gain out of doing another portal?
Having
Yeah, then
another
I
way,
think I would rather,
having another way that brings us back.
but maybe we,
Backups are good, but just knowing it's there is a good backup. We don't need to find it now.
yeah, I think so too. And if we go to level, if we go, like you said, we go to level 6, right? And then from there to 7.
Yeah?
So if we go to level 6, we can take a quick look if we find something. Just like without spending like a week searching that one portal. If we do find something, then great. If not, then we move on to level 7 anyway.
Yeah, I'm assuming it is one of the portals that we already found. And so there was one last room, I think, that we didn't check out yet in level 6. That was close by to the portal room that led to level 3.
Hmm.
We can check that out.
Yeah. So,
So go to level 4 and talk to Jibber Jabber, and then find the passage to level 3 and go to level 6.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Do you know already how to get from level 6 to 7?
There was a passage that was leading down.
Yeah, let's just use that then. Because otherwise we know how to get from level 8 up to 7.
Question is, do we want to go back to level 8 or not?
Eventually, anyway. So it doesn't matter when. It's just we want to get to level 7. And just questions
enough.
what faster through 8 or 6, but it doesn't really
I
matter.
mean, I would like
Just
to
get
get
to
some
level
kind
4.
of revenge on a certain other turtle and its friends.
I mean, I think now, like that's also the point. We now know what we can expect, or we have to expect, or what we will probably face off against. So, I mean, Yagu, that's also a little bit up to you, because this seems like a very important matter to you. So, if I can or we can help you like resolve this, or at least drive it forward somehow, then I will gladly do that, and this time it will not be taken by surprise.
Last time I also wasn't really helping much.
Well, we'll get there when we get there. Let's first get this matter of business out of the way, and then we can make our way back to Wob.
Is there still a
Alright.
point to me? Not like I have much anyway. Keeping my name hidden.
Was that for me?
No, at the party.
Yeah. I'm just.
Huh?
Nobody said something. I just
So, yes,
questioning
could you
myself.
repeat? Maybe I didn't get it.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Me neither.
What Babs heard it?
Nobody heard you except me.
Huh?
So maybe it was
Something
for
about
you.
the name,
Wait, but I
Are
don't
you
think.
whispering?
Okay. I'll... Is there still a reason to keep my name hidden? Not like I have much so far, but it's pretty out there now.
I mean, I don't think it should be a bigger issue here. It was mostly for Waterdeep, since we didn't know how people would react.
Yeah, I think
Also, a lot of
so. I think so as well, because we have the 13 skulls here that look for order, so I doubt that we would face any kind of, I don't know, like troubles or retribution or something like that. So I don't think you need to hide.
Also, before meeting Volo, I don't think anyone else ended up asking for our last names
Nope.
or
True that.
cared much about it.
Nobody wanted to see my ID.
Well, did you buy liquor?
Not even then.
You would have liked to show your ID to Trissa, though.
Oh yes, definitely.
Anyway,
Would you mind if I, as soon as we get out of Skullport into a more dungeon area, I did a ritual.
what kind of ritual?
The one the wizards told us about.
What does the ritual do?
It's supposed to figure out my connection to the foreplane.
Oh yes,
Sure.
totally forgot about that.
Sure.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should introduce Volo to our friend Diaboleth.
I'm sure he'll love it.
Just bring him down there,
Yeah.
leave him there, and then get out of it. And continue to level 4.
So So real quick, I mean, we're not in Waterdeep anymore, so you're free to try your ritual here as well.
Yeah, it'd be better to do it a bit away from people.
Okay, sure. I mean, in level 4 with Jibber Jabber, there was the old alchemy shop that is now abandoned. So
The shop is not really there anymore. We had most
yes,
of the stuff transported here, but
but like
the
the
spot
place
is
itself.
empty. Yeah.
So that could be like a good place to try it. It would be a little bit secluded, and we would have Jibber Jabber near as well. So
Yeah,
shall we go there?
yeah.
Great. Do we need to stock up on rations and stuff?
Probably. I mean, I have some supplies, but be best to buy some extra.
Let's see. What do I have here? I have.
Because right now I had, what was it? I had 4 in my inventory, but I probably didn't deduct any for the last long rests.
Took them away from the group ration. I do have 15 rations in the group thing and 5, I think 5 of my own. Nope. I have 9 in my own equipment and 15 in the group equipment.
Quick interruption. If you want common supplies like rations and all that stuff, you can go to the Flagon and the Dragon and then click on the female NPC, which is a merchant. And then you can buy all kinds of stuff.
What
I
sorcery
do
is
not
this?
own any token with vision in that scene.
Yeah, because you need to move your token into that scene.
Thought it would work. Let's see.
The Flagon and the Dragon. Ooh.
Ah. She does have rations. Look at that. How buy?
Double click on the rations, actually. Should work.
No, that just kind of opens the menu.
Ah,
Ability.
you need to
Yeah.
click on the diamond, on the black diamond, which is
Aha.
then
Loot item. I'm a loot the item.
yeah, and then it deducts automatically the coins from your inventory.
Loot. I
Uh-oh.
looted.
Wait. What? Where do I need to click to see the?
The female NPC at the bar.
Yeah, just double click
You
her.
double click on her exactly, and then you have an inventory there with stuff
Yep.
that you can buy.
Ooh. Ah. Okay. Now I see the Yeah.
It's a list.
Ah. Nice. A potion of poisson.
Yes, it's a fish potion.
Ooh. She even has a bullseye lantern.
These are funny because they look like healing potion. I ended up poisoning one of our characters when he was down last session in another game.
Nice. That's
So yeah,
actually cool, I have to say.
right? It's nice. The tavern itself is crowded as always. People are drinking, eating, having a good time. And you also see Volo sitting on a table, all for his own, busy scribbling stuff onto pieces of paper. seems to be so busy that he's not noticing your presence there so far.
Good.
Well, if you want them to tag along, now is the time.
That's exactly what we don't
We
want
want
to.
you to tag along. Yeah.
Especially not sputter jibber jabber.
All right, when you're done shopping, then we can head. The
Oh,
black
okay. So
diamond-
loot stack is always a 5-piece stack, or what?
yes,
Oh,
and
okay.
the black diamond is always a singular item.
Yeah. I thought you could like say how many you wanted to buy, but it just goes automatically to 5.
Yeah.
But I take it. Potion of Greater Healing is nice. Oh, I took all of them.
Yes, the stock is limited.
But you don't see how. Oh, you do. You do. It's like the number with the
Oh,
Yeah.
the first
this stack
number.
fixed everything. Okay. That's fine. Everything.
Oh, it is everything.
Yes. Now I take
Oh.
all the potions.
Okay.
Well, they're there for the taking, so
It doesn't automatically deduct the gold though.
it should actually. Didn't?
I didn't
Okay.
check, to be
I
honest.
don't know how much it cost me anymore, so I can't do that myself.
The
Yeah,
Greater Healing was
we'll-
150
Normal healing?
per piece. The greater one.
The others, the normal healing ones should be 75 if I remember it correctly.
Where is the money? Yeah. And I also somehow had the old no, wait. Yeah, I still had the old amount in the thingy. I updated to so it matches the D&D Beyond.
The shovel has a pickaxe icon.
It's a very versatile shovel.
Very funny. These are potions, so now we can actually,
Oh.
let's do UP as well.
So the stock will be refilled from time to time, just not every session, depending on how much time actually passes in between them. So whenever you are in Skullport and need basic stuff, then you can always go there and buy stuff there. Good.
That's
then
really nice.
if you're done, we can go to level 4.
All right.
So as you remember, the way down to level 4 was a system of tunnels that is still marked by Zoya's crosses. So you have no issue finding the way. And you end up in the dark and dreaded level 4 again that you so much learned to hate.
Did we?
It's all dark
Wasn't
again.
that bad? I mean, I had one identity crisis. Okay, multiple identity crisis, but that's
What is
beyond the.
this?
That was, I think, a reminder from. That was the dead dude.
Yeah, that is a
That
brilliant piece of art left by Alyssa.
Jibber
And
jabber.
you walk through the Zerkwood forest or little bunch of trees, let's call it like that. It's not really a forest, but there are smaller ones as well, so you have to crawl your way through them. Jibber Jabber is busy taking care of some smaller mushrooms there right now and is humming a nice little song.
Call for him again.
Mm,
Jibber jabber.
mm. Oh, the small ones, you returned. Of course they did. They told so. Stupid idiot.
How are you
Yes,
guys
but
doing?
long time. We are doing good. Excuse me. This is ruining my throat.
Don't die.
Yeah, buffs, take care.
Ah, stupid voices. 1 second, I need to sit.
Note to self: do
Actually
not
dying.
visit Jibber Jabber too often.
Yeah,
If you want to keep your DM alive.
we're doing good. Water is better. Air is better. Mushrooms grow.
Did you have some new visitors down here since we left?
Oh, people from the city. Yes, yes, buying wood from mushrooms. Yeah, we actually made quite a fortune.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Can we actually ask you for a favor?
Yes, yes, you cleansed Jibber Jabber home. Everything for small people.
We need one tree or mushroom that is big enough that, and I point towards Alasha, she could pass through because she's the tallest one here.
Hmm. Yes. Bigger circuit always there. But I can't guarantee that it's not getting harvested.
Mm,
Can we maybe like buy that mushroom, but instead of it being harvested, it just stays here?
So you want to what?
So like we buy that big mushroom, but we leave it here in your care. So you just take care that it's not getting damaged or harvested, but you get paid for it like you would sell it.
Yeah, that idiot does not get the concept of it. Bye bye. I got it. Don't worry. Jibber Jabber starts moving and shoves you out of his way gently. Goes down to where the bigger shrooms are, stands in front of one, and makes a cross into one of the real big ones. It's actually really as big as a tree, so like an oak, for example. It's absolutely no issue passing through that one. So this
this
one
one?
good?
This one looks perfect. That's the right size for me.
Good. Then now to the payment. We demand 1 pick per week.
One what?
What's a pig?
A pick. Like oink oink, you know?
A pig.
One pig.
Oh,
Oh, a
pig.
pig. I'm sure that can
Uh,
be organized.
out of character buffs, I guess there are like some farms in or around Skullport that we could buy pigs from, right?
Well, you're guessing. You never really bothered to look.
Okay, wait. This one is still
Yeah,
empty.
but
So, wait. Let me check up here. It's still empty. That's perfect. So, what if we have someone make like a gate here, and then we just shove the pigs in there, and then Jibber Jabber can enjoy them as Jibber Jabber wants.
that would be an option. We could hire someone to like bring pigs down here
We
and
can pay the
feed them
alchemist.
or whatever.
We did pay her for the potions, but she was kind of living rent free in our place. So
I mean, how long are we gonna stay? Because if we're gonna return here soon, we can just bring him a few pigs now and then bring him a few pigs later.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that we need to do right now. But I mean, also like
otherwise,
as soon as the Zerkwood in our house is big enough, then we don't need this one down here. like only if we want to have like a backup. So I would say we would probably be fine with just bringing one pig now and then have someone or like the alchemist like bring down a pig and we just deposit money in advance for it. I mean, we have to figure out if there are pigs to buy, but I guess there will be.
I mean, how else is whoever else coming here pay? How do the rest pay in many ways? So there must be a pig somewhere.
Well, they bring food. Other food. But I want pigs. They never bring pigs.
Okay, let's go find some pigs.
All right, the big pig hunt.
The great pig hunt, yes.
Good. So, is the deal good?
Yes. Sounds good to me. We can do that.
Good. You deliver pig within 1 week, and mushroom is all yours.
All right. We will do that.
Good, good. Now Jibber Jabber has work to do. And he then again shoves through you gently and stops at a wall, takes out a big stone, and creates what seems to be a list where he just writes down week and pig. And then he goes back to his mushrooms, taking care of them.
Out of character, I'm really surprised that they can write and read. So
Well, he's
that's cool.
not a complete idiot.
No, but still, I doubt that there's like some chibber jabber schools everywhere.
Just because we killed the Ettin's lover up in level, what was it, 2, doesn't mean that all Ettins are. This one seems to be under some kind of control and not that stupid either. You know, our views change as well. We wanted to use, I mean, Zoya wants to use the goblin as meat shield at the beginning, and then she wanted to do orphanages for them, so.
Oh, all right. Then, as you then
I will
leave. Yes.
Sorry, I will. I mean, it says in this description that I just have I have to have seen the place or touch it. So I'm just gonna touch the huge circlewood thingy.
Ah, very
make
good. I
sure.
was about to get to that. As you touch the mushroom, you hear a voice in your head. Ah, I see. That is your plan. So you're actually starting to use me now?
Do I recognize the voice?
It's the
Like-
voice of the sword, yes,
Yeah.
that was already driving you crazy for a week.
Okay. So that's like always the same. It's not something changing or so. It's like okay. Well, yes, of course. I mean, it would be foolish to not use such an awesome tool in my arsenal.
That seems appropriate. Have you ever heard of a place called Mithranor?
Out of character,
Yes, you did.
He like the sword did already talk about, right? And or did I hear from it from like?
Well, so far it
somewhere
was
else?
not really going into detail about the place and where he originated. He was just generally trying to be nice to you and befriend you by constantly talking to you, which is the way how friends work, right?
Indeed. Well, yes, I've heard of it, but I have not really any knowledge about it. I just got the
It's the
feeling
place
that
where
it's an
I was
important place
made.
for you.
Yes, it is. I would really like to return to Mithranor. You don't
Where
happen to have seen the place with your own eyes?
I actually did not see it with my own eyes. I guess, right, Buffs?
No,
I doubt
probably
it.
not. I mean, you're not
Do I-
that well traveled. Mithranor is quite far away from the Sword Coast. It's quite a voyage, a
But do I
Just-
know where it is located, or is
Yeah,
it
more
more
or
like
less,
I
more or
know that
less.
it exists? Okay.
No, you actually know where it's located. It's common knowledge. It's the
Okay.
origin of great catastrophe and also great wonder. So everyone in Farron knows about the place.
All right.
Do we hear
Um,
Alasha talking to the sword, or is it like telepathically?
Up to you, Lasha. If you want to respond in voice, then respond in voice. If you want to respond in your head, would also be fine.
Yeah, I would probably just like talk out loud because I'm not used to someone like speaking directly to me.
Okay,
And
go
every
the full,
time I heard something, the others heard it too. So
go the full idiot route and talk to yourself.
yes,
Good,
yes,
great idea.
exactly. That's how it's gonna look.
I'm assuming we figured out that you're talking to the sword by now, right? Or you've told us.
I yeah, I guess I would have told you about the sword that it talks to me. Yeah. All right. No, I have actually never been to
Draenor, Myth
Myth
Draenor.
Draenor. I you know, I come from like a rather secluded little place, so I haven't traveled a lot in my life.
I see, I see. Let me show you my home and images from great elven buildings in the middle of forests and huge trees are showing up within your mind. And the sword says, now that you've seen it, you could open a portal to there, you know.
Well, I can I? Does it work like that? I never been there.
Oh,
So
I'm sure it would work like that now that you've seen it. And he then
Hmm.
again shows you the image of a specific tree. Stands in the middle of a forest, is huge, roughly 15 feet of diameter and a couple of 100 feet high.
and
Now,
I just guess like everything looks like really beautiful, like lush nature and
yes, it's a
beautiful
typical
architecture and
fairy tale elven forest with inbuilt elven architecture into it that seemingly mixes with the forest and does not look like it's intruding into the wilderness and just blends in.
all right.
But you know for a fact for yourself that Myth Draenor lies in ruins, and those are not the images that you're seeing there right now.
Oh, okay. So, oh, I see. And I'm sure of that. Like I know that place is actually
That is common knowledge, yes.
okay. Okay, then I would
You also
suggest
have an
like
expert on elven lore with you. So
true that.
Too
True that.
young for that, Babs.
Um, well, I mean, as I've said, I've never been there, but I heard or I read stories and read what happened there. And are these like, is that like how it looked way before or a long time ago? Because
this is how it's
unfortunately, I think Mythranor is in a little bit of a bad shape at the moment.
so I heard, but I can't believe it until I see it with my own eyes. So would you mind open a portal and bring me back? And at this point, please do me a wisdom saving throw.
Wait. Um. Okay, that's.
All right.
I hope that works.
You feel that the sword is actively trying to convince you to go there, but you resist the urge to follow its demands.
Okay. Um. Well, we still have a lot of unfinished business to do here. I can't leave. I'm on an important mission for myself, and I promised everyone else here that I would help them. And then there's this mad mage threatening us and everyone around us, and like probably at one point then the whole world. And I just can't leave right now.
Ah, well, I'll say. Halaster, yes, great evil. I understand. We will talk about this matter later. And then the sword goes silent for time being.
All right. Just out of character, it would have been really funny if I rolled a 1 and then opened the portal, and yeah, that's it for Terralai.
Good. All right. So that's that. Now you have established a friendly connection to a Zergwood tree. Now, how do you want to pay Jibber Jabber?
You go
Um,
find pigs.
Yeah, I think we would go back to Skullport and maybe like inquire at the tavern, because they serve food, so they have to know where the meat comes from. And maybe they
Do they want to
breed
know
their
where the
own
meat comes
pigs
from?
for...
Is probably the other question.
Well, we don't know yet.
Well,
We'll have
so
to
far
find out.
you haven't had really bad food in Skullport. I mean, it was not haute cuisine, but all of it was edible so far. So, and none of you turned sick.
I would say let's just go up there, inquire about um, any farms or where food comes from, and maybe like if it comes down from Waterdeep, then we can maybe place an order for a pig, and maybe they have like weekly shipments, or I don't know.
Yep. All right.
Uh,
So
out
you
out of
make
out
yes.
of character, doesn't Alyssa have her like own syndicate? Maybe she can like get something for us on the from the black market.
Lisa,
Alyssa, who's in Drummondcore?
yes, exactly. Alyssa is not
I can
scheduled
visit
with
her.
both.
I can still go there, I think.
Yeah, take a week, go down there, ask for some pigs. Good idea.
Hello, I'm here to get some pigs.
Pretty sure if we find the smugglers that insulted you last time, we can get a deal out of them.
Yep, let's do that.
All right, so you head back
Unless one of
to
their friends
Skullport,
wants to suffer again.
and after
They
a
will
couple
be
of
very happy to
hours,
help us.
you enter the caves of Skullport again.
I think we should head to the market first.
Yeah.
Mhm. The market is right where you left it, and there is this little butcher shack, basically, where meat is sold. Most of it is chicken, but there seems to be also some meat from bigger animals. There's a feisty little man standing behind the counter, chopping down some chickens into several parts.
Sorry, I have to write something real quick, so feel free to talk to the pigman.
Okay. Wait, he's chopping a chicken, you said?
He is chopping a chicken right now. Yes.
Okay, I approach him and hello.
Hello there.
I was wondering, do you know where we can get some pigs around here?
Like entire ones living?
Yep, living pigs.
Oh, there are no living pigs in Skullport. I'm sorry.
Where do you get your meat from then?
We get it from Waterdeep, from the smugglers' caravans mostly. Also, hunters go into the caverns to hunt for underdog animals.
Do you have any pork? that
We
is
do
not
have
living?
some pork, yes.
Do you have a pig's worth of it?
How much pork do you have?
Quite some. Shipment just recently arrived.
How much for all
So
the pork?
all the pork. Wait, let me see. And he starts counting some pieces of chopped up pork. There are at least 3 pork heads in it in their entirety. And he says, "All right, I guess this is probably like 2.5 porks that I have here, pigs that I have here. If you take all of them, I'll make you a deal. How about 150 gold for all of it?"
Isn't that a bit much?
Well, it's imported from the surface, you know. Quality Waterdeep pork. We call it a noble down here.
All right. How about how much did you say? 150?
150 gold. Yes, that's the price.
How about 120?
All right, roll me a
And we'll come
persuasion.
again and get more pork at some point.
Roll me a
Uh,
persuasion check.
Oh, come on. I have to activate it again. Wait a second. I always forgot that I have to reactivate it in Foundry.
You also always forget that you have a character sheet in Foundry.
Nah, I don't like it. Sorry.
All right. I think, yeah, if you come back for more, I can make that price.
All right.
And he holds out a hand to you.
Can you put it into something? Like, I give him the money. Can you package it somehow?
Well, I have this crate here,
That
and he
would be fine.
starts stuffing the meat into a crate laid out with a piece of jute cloth.
Do we still have
And then he
enough?
shoves the crate out of his shed and leaves it in front of your feet. Glad doing business with you.
I can't really carry it around.
Do we still
Probably.
have the donkey?
We do have the donkey somewhere.
Yes, I don't think the token is somewhere, but let's just
Does
assume
it
that.
fit in the bag of holding?
Well, it's in parts, so you could actually put it into the bag of holding. Yeah, the only issue is that it's roughly about 200 pounds of meat.
Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to like take every single piece of meat out of the bag again.
I mean, I can.
I tried to lift it.
No way. You're not even moving it. The crate is basically lifting you. It's the other way around.
I thought so.
I guess I would like get my donkey
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, probably like put it inside the donkey and ride down to Jibber Jabber.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to put it inside. You can also just put it on bags on the donkey, but
Or
up
we
to
can
you.
put it
It's,
inside.
yeah, you can also put it inside. The donkey is
Yeah, well,
now
I didn't.
more meat than ever. So
Now it's
getting
a real animal.
yeah, getting closer to a real donkey. So maybe you should call this one Pinocchio from now on. And all right, so now you have your meat in the donkey, and right back to Jibber Jabber. No, no,
The
no,
meat in the
Yagu. This is
donkey.
not how this works. I'm sorry. Whatever you had in mind, it's not what I meant.
He technically is not wrong.
He's not right either.
No, I agree with Luke. It's not right.
Anyway, let's bring the pork to Jibber Jabber.
All right, you make your way back to Jibber Jabber and unload the pork. He is very curious about your donkey, since he has never seen a wooden donkey move, specifically not with a half orc on it riding it. But he then just shrugs as he sees you taking meat out of it, and is more excited about the pork than the donkey at the end. And after you're finished, he goes back to his table on the wall that he scratched in there, and marks week 1 with pork X.
That's 2.5 porks. A pig's worth of pork. Just make sure to have it right.
Oh, I've never seen pork before. You say this is 2 porks?
There's 3 heads in it. It's 2.5.
Okay. He then makes a second and a third row, marks the second one with an X, and the third one with just a dash.
But then sell it if we happen to miss a week. We will definitely be back and then just bring everything at once.
All right, I guess I can trust you. So I take care of mushroom. We'll start growing and growing.
Thanks a lot for your help here, and we'll make sure to deliver you meat every
It's
time
the
we come
least I
back.
can do. Good. All right. So Jibber Jabber is happy and promised you to take care of the mushroom. And you are actually you are back in level 4. So there you go. You had more business there if I understood you correctly.
Yes.
All right. So, ritual, right?
Yes.
Good. Since you have not been to this level ever,
No.
the others, where would you say is the safest place to to do this ritual for about an hour?
In the alchemist thingy.
Yep.
Nook.
All right. Care to lead
Yeah, sounds
Brianna
about
there?
right.
Not where Zoya is going. I just wanted to open up some stuff.
All right. The rest of the level, I mean, the air definitely got better there, but all the rest of it is right where you left it, more or less. Some mushrooms have been chopped down in the meantime. Others have been growing more and more, but the rest is all the same. But it is definitely quieter than you last visited, specifically without the voices in your head.
I'm just opening up
Oh,
stuff that we
real-
visited already.
Real quick, wasn't there this lady with the frog?
Yes.
Did
Yes.
did she leave?
She left. We convinced her that she's been there for ages.
Right, right.
And you also killed that little demon, if I remember correctly. I have to look it up, actually.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, the slot escaped.
It escaped. Did we
The
just-
slot
Yes.
escaped.
Yeah, the slot
exactly.
escaped. Okay.
The
Yeah.
slot escaped. Good. All right, Skriana, as your companions lead you into this quite spacious little cavern there, you see remains of a tent and an alchemy lab,
Mm-hmm.
and you also see quite some utensils that you could probably even use for the ritual, like some chalk, for example, or other things.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you
So-
then start.
I do a ritual. I cast the ritual ritually.
All right.
So, Skriana, do you need something from us, or can we like support you outside of just like not not disturbing you?
Is there anything they could theoretically do, or is it a one
It's a
go show?
it's a one-man show. It's just a ritual that you need to conduct. So there's basically nothing that the others can help, specifically with their limited arcane knowledge.
How long is
Okay,
the
and-
ritual?
An hour.
Okay.
Okay, then maybe like also a little bit of
Offering
rephrasing of the question.
emotional support.
Yeah, like do you know Or did he say what's gonna happen? Or do we have to look out for something that could happen?
Did he?
It just like out of character, like something that, like, if we see that you, I don't know, like get possessed or something like that, that we should intervene, or
If I died, then it went badly.
well,
Yeah,
if you
that's
die, just please don't make a
I am
pact with a
somehow
demon.
stuck in a wall. I don't know how I got there.
that's what you get for wandering around.
I was just opening up the places we'd already visited.
Wait, where are you?
I'm south from the down here.
Ah, gotcha.
Thank you. Also, I'm having a Gandalf moment. I have no. My owl is still in the wall though. I have no memory of that place.
All right, let's get back to the ritual. So you start drawing a summoning circle on the floor with some chalk, whatever you want to use for it. Doesn't really matter at the end.
Mm-hmm.
All according to the description of the wizard in Waterdeep. And then the ritual requires you to cast a detect magic.
Which I
You
can
can
cast.
you can either do this as part of the ritual, with is then not costing you any spell slots, or you can just cast it. Up to you.
I mean, I cast it ritually as part of the ritual that I'm ritually casting here as a ritual.
We've
Yes.
been
All
down
right.
there.
So you have a detect magic up and running right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then the ritual requires you to sit in the center of it and meditate for a while, which you then probably do.
Mm-hmm.
And after a couple of minutes, you notice how your soul slips away and drifts into the chaos of the plains. And it takes you a while to find what you're looking for and not ending up in some different plane. But you see something that could be some kind of a light beacon sticking out of all the other places that you could go now right now with your mind. And you imagine that this is actually the far plane that you wanted to visit. As you meditate even harder, get closer to this light beacon, you start to hear voices coming from it, more screaming than anything else. But you happen to manage to get some words out of it, which seem to moan and scream things like, "He has been killed. The great, what was the word again? Ah, yeah, doesn't matter.
Great.
The great one has been killed." Do you want to move closer?
Uh, context clues. Do I know who the great one is? Could be anyone, right?
So okay, let's do it like this. You focus a bit more and get a bit closer, and your mind gets filled with images of an aboleth that has some kind of connection to the dungeon level that you are in there right now. And the closer you get, the more you get the feeling of anger, grief, and the wish for revenge.
Okay.
Now, do you want to move closer?
Sure.
Okay, you focus on those voices and on the light, and you move closer. And now you start to see images from the far plane itself, seeing all kind of aberrations sitting around a scar in the landscape that bleeds reddish light, and they all seem to be in pain, grief, and agony.
Okay.
All right. So now you realize that your mind has arrived in the far plane, but you get overwhelmed by the feelings of the other aberrations right now. So what do you want to do?
Does the ritual have anything beyond? Or is like I'm supposed to find out how I'm linked? Look around for a link.
The ritual itself is supposed to only work if you even have a link. So you're actually not supposed to get that far if you won't have one. So
Can
that answer is definitely there. This question has been answered for you.
I figure out what I'm linked to?
Do me an Arcana check.
Okay.
All right. You are not 100% sure, but as sure as you can get with what you know about the far plane and the planes itself, is that this sensation of being able to feel what the other aberrations are feeling right now in this moment is, as scary as it is, a straight connection to the far plane itself. And not just to one being, probably to at least some of them, or quite a large number. Probably not all of them, but definitely a solid connection to the far plane and to the beings living there.
Can I listen to the creatures there? Like, what they say? If they elaborate on the Great One.
Yes, after listening a bit there, you are sure that they're talking about an aboleth that once was living in this cave that you are physically sitting in right now. And that those aberrations seem to be the servants of it, to say it that like that. And they moan and grieve the death of it and can't explain for themselves how this could even happen, since they always thought that this aboleth is one of the most powerful beings ever.
Can I?
They sometimes call him the lover in the deep.
Okay.
He called himself that.
Yes, what
Uh,
did you wanted to say?
yes. Can I figure out how to leave?
Um, your arcane knowledge tells you that you basically just need to focus back onto your body in the physical realm. That would probably be enough. And by doing the first attempt, you notice that you are actually drifting away a bit. Although the resistance is harder. You actually need to focus way more to leave the place than to get to the place. That then would be another, no, not another, but it would be a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. In my infinite wisdom, I've closed my character sheet. Wisdom save.
Yes.
There you go.
All right. Your mind drifts away far enough to not feel the resistance anymore. And right now, you are in full control of your body, drifting, not your body, your soul drifting in between the planes. So you could now leave or not leave. It's up to you.
Leave. Let's go with leave.
All right. So your mind and your soul returns back into your body. And while you're doing this, Elisha notices how drops of sweat are running down your forehead and your nose. And it seems like Skriana is focusing as hard as she can right now. But after a short while, she opens her eyes and seems to be back.
Well, Elisha got up and moved a little bit closer to observe what's going on. And as soon as Griana seems to be back, I put one hand on her shoulder and ask, "Are you alright?"
Wake up. Like, huh? Oh, hi. I guess. And I sort of move, move a limb. So it's stretching. So yeah, I can control myself. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Well, physically, anyway.
I see. I mean, as this is some kind of personal matter, I'm still interested what you found out, but then again, if you don't want to talk about it, that's also okay.
No, that's fine. I am connected to the far plane, and not only one being, but a variety. I don't know which. So it's not good. It's better than what I feared, but not good. It's
Hmm. What 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 kind of beings? Do
I
you
don't
know?
know.
Did you find out?
Just well, there were several beings that cried about the death of some great aboleth
And
Oh
called
no, the
Aboleth, you
poor
say?
thing.
the Great Lover. Weirdly, a weird name for an ancient being.
Wait, lover? Like the lover of the deep?
Yeah,
Like the lover in the dark.
Or was it in the dark or the deep? Sorry.
I think we had different versions of him being creepily into our
Okay.
in our minds.
Well, I mean, like, incidentally, um, sorry, out of character, was it on this level? Yeah, it was on this level, right?
Yes, the other Aboleth was in Skullport, but
Yeah.
the
Because actually, where we are right now, that's where we fought an Aboleth that referred to himself as the lover of the deep or dark. But that one is gone. We killed him.
hmm. Well, that's convenient, but there are others. Bats. Was there a like? I just had a sense I'm connected to multiple beings. Is there? I could nail it down, right?
Yes, exactly. Also, the beings itself are bodiless on the far plane, so hard to say what they actually are.
Yeah.
Also, roll me another Arcana, please.
Sure.
All right. Okay. By the information you got from your companions right now and what you gathered by drifting into the plains, you think that this place itself is probably connected to the far plane as well. So you have two options now for further rituals if you want to continue exploring this. It's either not do it here to maybe get a different kind of vision, or specifically do it here to have this connection to the far plane up and running.
Uh, I mean, I don't want a continuous connection, so doing it somewhere else might be useful. So
That was not a question, right?
not do it here is the answer. I'm locking it in.
All right, good. So no more Arcana checks for now.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I'll try to redo the ritual somewhere else. It seems that this entire area is somewhat tied to the far plane, which might have made the ritual itself or have caused some interference, maybe.
Okay, then we can get going.
Yeah.
Great.
Good. Where to, actually?
Exactly.
I mean, if it's just about the ritual, then maybe Skullport would be like a neutral place. Because so far, like on every level, we have encountered like someone or like a being with greater power. But Skullport seems to be more of a neutral place.
I mean, neutral here, but in the system of planes, there's not really a neutral place.
Hmm. Well, I just thought that because of maybe the presence of that being, that this influences what you see. I mean, it could be a coincidence that you saw the aboleth that we slew here, but maybe, yeah, maybe you see something different in Skullport. But again, like this is up to you. My arcane knowledge is really limited.
I mean, we can try. It depends on how much time you want to spend on this. We can just keep moving forward, and I can do it in the next level we're at, or we can keep returning to Skullport.
Well, I mean, so far we're not too far away to Skullport. It's only like a shorter trip back, so I wouldn't mind if you want to try it there again before we venture forth. Then we might be on the road a little bit longer.
If you're fine with that, we can try it in Skullport and just hope it ends all right there.
That'd be totally fine with me. How do you guys see it? And I look to the rest of the
I
party.
guess whatever Skriana feels more comfortable with. She's the
Yes.
one doing the ritual.
Yes, I agree as well.
But it is interesting.
And to Skullport for now.
All right, let's go then.
All right. Back to Skullport you go. As you return to Skullport, you notice that the town itself has turned itself into evening slash night mode. And indeed, it is getting later now. The several trips back and forth to the fourth level cost you a couple of hours.
I guess then I'll retry the ritual in the house? Question mark.
Feel free.
You don't feel really to be in the condition to do this again on the same day.
Ah, then why did we come here?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Well,
if that's not like a thing and she
Yeah, I
like she
would've
needs a
known that
break
probably.
from the
We had-
ritual, then we would just move on, I guess.
Aha, she needs a break. Let's move on.
No, I mean we can just skip to the next day.
Or yeah, or
All
that.
right, then let's. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you are at your home right now, and you can take a long rest in your own proper beds.
Sure, it's I mean, if you say we take a rest and then we do it the next day, that's also fine.
Yeah, if you want to do a second attempt, then of course, then we can skip forward. Everybody who has something to do on long rest business, then please do it. I guess it's not the case.
No, I'm just gonna go visit Jarlax again and do more language learning.
All right. So you spent the evening with Jarlax learning language. And then on the next morning, you all wake up fresh and ready to do more business and rituals. So
Do
upstairs, you have enough space for your circle.
good. Let's move
All
in,
right.
move inside.
And
Oop.
you start drawing the same circle again on the floor.
I have no clue where my token is at the moment.
Still at the flagon and the dragon, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, here
There
it
it
is.
is. Yes. Uh, yeah, where were I? Ah, yes. You start to perform the ritual again, and this time it is a bit harder to get into the far plane because you don't really see that light beacon. But since you've been there now once, you have no difficulties finding it. But there's definitely a difference in between performing the ritual here or in level 4. And as you reach the far plane, you also do not end up directly at this group of mourning and grieving beings. And it seems like you again managed to get there unnoticed. But you are looking at a vast void of dark bluish landscape. No idea why exactly there needs to be a landscape, but there is one. You also hear music from the distance.
Ah, yes, that's always a good sign.
So right now you can't discover um, particular beings around you.
Am I floating above or am I walking through?
Kind of both. It's more like moonwalking.
Ah, okay. I'll just jump a bit through the area then.
I mean,
Just
anyone is going to say "ha ha" right now, then I'm going to kill you. It's not Michael Jackson. So,
okay, cool. I'll just jump around a bit and see where I'm at. If there's anything around to be seen, to be explored, to be investigated.
wild and very rough landscape. The rocks and mountains in the distance don't look like they have been created by a natural kind of event. They seem more to be like cut out of other stones, very sharp edges. And there's also no vegetation around that you can make out. Also, no animals. But there is a lot of wind, and still this impression that there is music nearby.
Can I do the classic good horror trope? Go towards the music. Like, can I discern where it is and go towards it?
Yep, you can make out the origin of the sound and follow it.
Yep.
And after a couple of minutes, your mind reaches the faint image of an aboleth dancing to some music that seems to come out of nowhere.
Okay.
You really get the impression that this whole mountain seems to have some kind of connection to the far plane on different places. But this one so far is the most ridiculous that you've ever seen.
This mountain or this area?
This aboleth dancing to music.
Yeah, pretty strange concept.
But still, right now, you can't hear voices in your head. You don't get the feeling other than a slight feeling of joy watching this aboleth. And it's probably also a shared feeling in between you and this bodiless being there. He's not really on the far plane himself. That is for sure. It's just an image of him. But again, the ease of you getting there and being able to walk around there, see and perceive stuff, makes it now 100% sure for you that you are at least connected to the plane itself. But right now, you can't really say if there is a being that you're connected to or not.
I
Is
just
there
know.
anything in particular that you maybe a particular being that you want to reach out to? See if you can find it?
Cthulhu! No. I don't really know any. Would I know a particular being?
Wait.
Because otherwise, I mean, just I don't know. Dancing aboleth is fine.
Ugh. I'm an idiot, but I think you got it.
We all know that. Now, continue. Sorry.
So now this now there and this is then deleted. Nobody's seen this.
Oh, I thought we got rid of that. That's the one aspect that I didn't care about.
Okay, if you want to get rid of it, then there is no particular being that you can reach out to, but there's also no particular being that reaches out to you. So there's that, but still, this connection to the far plane seems to be there, definitely.
Okay. Can I go to this aboleth? Question mark.
Yes, you can get closer. The closer you get, the more translucent the image of the aboleth becomes. So you can basically now see through him.
Can I interact with him?
Not really. I mean, what do you want to try? How do you want to interact with him?
Talk to him. Hello. Good day, Sir Aboleth.
The aboleth indeed stops his dancing for a moment and turns his head towards you, but he does not really seem to see you. He is searching for something, but he can't make out where this question came from.
Does he not respond either? Self into the far plane.
So do I.
Ah,
So I guess you're not near me? And you see the image of the aboleth turning left, turning right, still searching.
I don't think we're close to each other on the material plane then. No,
How did you get here?
I did the ritual a wizard told me about.
Ah, again, some random wizard trying out new things.
Well, I asked him if, if about this ritual, so
I really need to teach those wizards that visitors should bring music and fancy clothes to join me in my dance.
I'm not very musical, I'm afraid.
Pity. A while ago, I met a couple of tiny beings that danced and had a great time with me. So I guess you're not one of them, huh?
Don't think so. I've not had many good times in life so far.
A shame. You should come and visit me. Maybe I can teach you to have a good time.
I'm not really here to learn dancing. I'm here to find out my connection to this place.
Well, if you can get here, you definitely have a connection. How could that have happened?
Well, I know how it happened. So
Oh, do
several,
you?
well, yeah, but I'd much rather know how to get rid of it.
How to lose the connection to the far plane? Why would anyone want this?
Because it's a dangerous place for a mortal, and I'd prefer to be master of my own soul.
A master of your own soul. That's a very nice thing to say. Very philosophical, you know. You could even write a book about that. But I'm drifting off. I'm sorry. So, how exactly did you establish that connection? Maybe I can help you lose it.
Well, back where I'm from, my family forced me into many rituals to fuse with the plane, and I guess there I must have established several of these connections.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. So, magic performed against your will, huh?
Well, yeah, I
I
guess.
know I know about the place where all kind of questions regarding the planes can be answered. You might even know it.
Where is that?
Sigil, the city of doors.
Uh,
That's the place where I would start looking.
okay, how do I get there? Plane hopping isn't in my capabilities just yet.
Oh, there are several ways to do this. You could ask the Githyanki, who are capable of maneuvering a so-called spelljammer,
Huh, I do.
ships that travel through the plains. Or you could try to persuade some illithids to take you with them to their port in Sigil. How about that?
I I do know that they're on some levels here, so that's a possibility.
Yes, maybe they can get you there. The other more frequent way used is by simply teleporting to Sigil. It's the city of doors after all. Sometimes you just walk through your bathroom door at your home and you end up being there without even noticing.
Well, that's not happened yet.
Maybe not. Maybe it will.
I'll keep an eye open for that.
Yes, you should. It's a very interesting place. You find artists and music, poetry from all over the world just right there.
Well, thank you for your
Nothing is
time.
for free, though. I request a payment for that information.
I don't have much money.
Oh, money is worthless to me.
I don't have
But
much
you
music to
could.
listen
if you find me, you could try to bring something back from the planescapes. The 1, 2, 3 from Zigil. Maybe some new poem or a new song.
I'm sure if I find my way there, that should be simple enough. I
Just make
believe.
sure to learn it yourself. Perform it like you feel it. You know, a song is living from feelings, and the one who performs the song is always putting a bit of himself into it. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, I'll try.
All right. Then I hope we meet again. And the next time with more music and more lyrics.
Okay, goodbye.
All right. So your mind drifts off again. Do you want to return to your body?
Yeah, please.
Okay. You return to your body, and again, you are exhausted after the ritual, but not as much as the last time. And you're back with the living.
Cool. Uh, I wake up.
Oh, how did it go? How was it?
Well, it went better. I I suppose I found another aboleth, but that one was nicer. It's weird. Not many aboleths
Oh.
I've heard of that are nice.
Oh, did he look like that? Because that one had makeup on, as far as I remember, and I cast minor illusion with our friend the Dragboleth.
Did he look like that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Yeah,
Oh, he lives here in the sewers.
he does.
He
Uh,
does.
well, he was helpful. He told me I could find out more about this in Sigil.
Have I
I
ever
don't
heard
know how
of
to
that
pronounce
place?
this. Roll me a history check.
I'm a fucking old lady, but I always roll shit at those. Let's see how this one turns out.
That's exactly the reason. You're an old lady. You can't remember shit anymore.
Yeah,
Doesn't
definitely.
ring a bell. Doesn't ring a
No,
bell.
absolutely nothing at all.
I-
All the teachings from your youth gone.
all the traveling for nothing.
So no, that name does not ring a bell to you. Maybe you've heard it in a different tongue. Maybe you just have a different name for it in Elvish.
Can't help you with that then.
Well, he says we can go there with the help of some Githyanki, and I know there's Githyanki further down. So let's just keep going down,
So,
I guess, for now.
so where is this place, or what do we need from it?
Well, I need information from there. They say that someone there, or it's the uh, place where the knowledge is, and something there might say how I can sever my connection with the foreplane.
Hmm. And well, you said that you know approximately where maybe we could find some Githyanki.
Well,
Would that be in like one of the levels we just wanted to go now anyway, or would it be further down?
well, it wouldn't be in the levels you wanted to go now. It'd be further down, yeah.
Weren't some here a while back looking for a mind flayer?
Oh.
Yeah, you actually recall a couple of rumors about Githyanki hunting down mind flayers in Skullport a while back. Yes, that is correct.
Try and figure out if they're still here.
Well,
Or
the street
Or if there's some-
the street has gone quiet about this specific rumor. So
Alright.
either just Skullport stopped caring about it, or they moved to some other places.
Mind
Githyanki
flares
are
aren't
a rare
exactly-
sight, to be honest, on the Sword Coast.
Mind flares aren't exactly known to be helpful, though. Give are aggressive, but maybe we can persuade them into helping.
Oh yeah, well, I wasn't planning to go look after the mind flayer. I just remember that there were some looking for one.
Yeah, you also do know that there is a place called Mindflayer Alley in Skullport that is deserted now for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm sure Mind Flare Alley will be full of mind flares. They'll be everywhere.
It was actually in the past.
We even saw mind flayers in Xanathar's lair, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
a couple of them actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we noped out of that room while they were performing some kind of ritual.
Yep.
So what's the plan? Do we just continue heading down until we run into the Yankees?
I mean, if they're further down anyway, we can just continue and we'll end up finding them eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean now we know what we're looking for, so if we come across some, then we know what to do, or we will find out what to do, I guess.
Absolutely. Elisha, do you have something in the donkey at the moment?
No, donkey is empty, I think.
Could we put rabbits in the donkey?
Rabbits?
The bunnies.
Why?
Yeah,
So you
I'm
want to
confused
take
as
them
well.
with us?
Because we bought them as food for the dragon if it hatches.
Haha, those
Oh.
bunnies.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
The thing is, I
Sure.
can't put them in the bag of holding because I have to take them out every now and again for them to breathe. But
Sure,
if we put them in the donkey, they should be able to breathe. Fine.
that's no problem.
Perfect.
Oh, great.
Also,
So,
come on, Babs. You've been playing for almost 50 sessions with me and you've questioned my stupid ideas. I've had dumber ideas than putting rabbits in a donkey.
I have a hard time recalling more dumb ideas right now, but
We pulled
yeah,
the ring out of a
maybe.
dude's ass, but okay.
Yeah, that was a necessary evil. But anyway, okay.
I threw a snake on the people the moment we entered the dungeon.
You can. I mean, the donkey itself, in this barrel that forms his body, is hollow and empty. So you could even actually set up a little bunny cage inside there with some hay and stuff.
some water supply.
Yeah, yeah. That would somehow work. You just have to squeeze the bunny into the donkey.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Sounds great.
You get some hay and make a comfortable home for some bunnies within the donkey. They are probably a bit shaken through every time you ride the donkey, but they live.
Well, the donkey's not that fast, at least.
Yeah, well, but it is made of wood, so there's no dampening in this donkey. But that's a technicality.
I'm sure we can create some kind of padding.
Yeah, out of hay, probably. All right, guys, then let's do a little break. You guys figure out in those 15 minutes of a break, where do you actually want to go?
Well, right? Is it level 7 or 8 we're going to?
I mean, it's level 3 and level 6 we're going to first, and then we
Yeah,
can
but
figure
the
it out from there.
outcome, do we want to go to level 7 and do level 7, or to go to level 8 to kill Wob?
right. After quite some time, you spent 2 weeks in Skullport and another couple of days hopping in between Waterdeep, level 4, and your home. You are back in the Dwarven ruins, figuring out what to do next.
Explore this passage that we haven't explored yet. And then I guess we go down.
Yep.
All right, which one is the passage that you did not explore yet?
Just
The door here.
Ah, this one there.
The door with the other door.
The door with the other door here.
It's inside this room.
Doorception.
So we are in area.
Looks interesting.
All right. So what you see there is more some kind of a shared bathroom with drainages going down into the floor and some showers as well as some stone benches in the middle. And the shower actually they still work. They draw cold water from some kind of
Are
underground
you
source.
telling me that we ventured for weeks in almost what felt like weeks in fucking level 6 and didn't find the shower?
Yeah.
That's sad.
I mean, now you found the shower. I don't know if you want to use it right now.
Not right now.
All right, then the room where Yagu just entered has a heating tank in the middle. And it's actually still working as you suppose, since there is a fountain of warm gas coming out of it. Probably just water. So, just steam coming out of it. That was the word I was looking for. Damn it. Where are my words? Tank is pretty large, though. And there is a rusty iron wheel in the wall, just right next to the door where Skriana is standing. It's right there. Then the walls have like black stone benches that directly are attached to the walls, so you can basically sit there in a circle. You hear the sound of crackling fire as you move a bit closer to the tank.
Summon the fire demons.
So it's a basically a boiler that's actually running and heating.
Yep, there is a little bit of steam coming out of it. Not enough to really heat up the room, but it's definitely there.
Did we have more? Oh yeah, the Draugr were here still. So they might use this. Um,
Maybe.
yeah, I don't know if there is something special to it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's anything particularly interesting. Unless anyone wants a
We
hot
can
bath.
turn this one. We can turn the valve, right?
Well, you actually can't. So you try to turn the iron wheel, and it seems to be stuck.
You need help,
I-
Soya?
Maybe you should try. I can help you. It's probably easier.
All right. In order then to turn the wheel with or without help, I need you to do a athletics check.
I would guide myself. So I can add a d4. And
I'll help you out.
uh, so then it's advantage with one, right?
Yes. But at this point, you don't need advantage anymore. But you
Well, it
already
already
have
took the
advantage,
better of
yeah.
two.
It
So.
took the better of, yeah, which is a 20, in this case 25. Yes, you managed to turn the wheel against its rust, and you hear how water is being poured into the tank from some kind of underground source. And a second later, more steam is coming out of the tank in the middle of the room. But you also hear a scream coming from the tank. But the air now is immediately getting hotter, and you all start sweating actually.
So it's a sauna.
It is a sauna, yes.
Nice. But the scream, does it sound like human, or at least humanoid, or
It sounds like some kind of creature.
and it comes
Does
from
it
inside
scream
the?
in a language?
No, it's just an ah.
Oh.
You okay there?
My throat already hurts, so I don't want to do the real scream.
Are you okay there?
You
Are you
don't get
okay
an
there?
answer. You don't get an answer from it.
I don't
But
think
you
creature-
hear something hammering inside the tank against the outer walls.
I don't think
Probably.
creatures scream when they're okay.
Did it sound like a creature or more like a mechanical, you know?
Definitely a creature.
Maybe we should turn it back off.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't leave it on and then just go. So I would turn it back off then.
All right, you turn the wheel the other way around, which is this time now easier since you loosened the rust a bit. And the steam continues for a couple of seconds, but then gets back to normal. And also the screaming and the hammering stopped as well inside of the tank.
Um. Uh, well, to be honest, I mean, we don't have to find out what is in there, but there seems to be something going on.
Can we look down here?
What do you mean look down here? Into the tank?
Yes.
Yeah, you can look into the tank and you see fire moving in it. You're not sure, but you think that you can sometimes make out an arm or even a face.
Mm. Is there any place down there where it would be safe to put the familiar without it getting like instantly burned?
Not really.
Okay.
And to turn it into like a lava beetle or something? That should be heat resistant.
Not really. I can turn it into fancier things later, but not for now.
Hmm.
I'll like hello again to see if I can see a reaction from whatever is down there.
you hear more screams that now are a bit quieter, but it does not seem to speak any kind of language.
I have a question. I know
Mhm.
Aquan, which is a dialect of Primordial. Does that mean I know what's the fire one called? Ignan?
The fire language is called Ignan, yes.
Yes. If I speak the one dialect of Primordial, do I speak the others as well?
I think you should understand the others a little bit. If I
Well,
remember
yeah,
correctly.
yeah, we could we could assume that you probably get a couple of words, yeah.
Okay, so I call out in Ignan, hello?
All right, you try to do the dialect as best as you can, and you actually do get an answer, and you don't quite understand everything of it, but what you get is words like trapped and release.
Okay. I relay this to the rest. I guess they're using a trapped fire elemental for whatever this is.
Did it sound friendly?
Didn't sound like anything. Just sounded trapped. I don't know what to say. It does seem sentient though, so I'm not sure it will necessarily attack us on sight.
Okay. Can we remove this thing here? I slowly like move my hands towards it to see if it's like hot.
The tank is hot, yes.
Can it be lifted, or is it like fixed somewhere?
It's definitely screwed on to the tank. Some bolts.
Can I try cut it with the frost band rapier? Just kind of like cut them off or something.
Well, not really cut, since the weapon itself is not sharp.
Can I
It's
try to unscrew it with that rapier?
all right. The typical use the butter knife to unscrew something. Okay.
Well, the thing is, I'm not gonna use my
No,
thief tools.
you actually can't. But maybe your companions can help you with something else there before you start just to use your fingernails to unscrew a bolt.
Well, the thing is that I do have thief tools, but if the tank is hot, I'm not gonna use a small metal tool to try and open the thing.
It's still a bolt. I mean,
No.
other a bolt implies that it is bigger than a screw. So your thief tools are no good for it.
If we
I
cool
should
it
have bought
down
the
enough,
crowbar from the tavern.
I do have a crowbar. Do you want to try it?
I can try it. I mean, everything is hot, so maybe it's a little bit easier to break.
I hand you the crowbar. I have two. Don't know why I have two, but I have two. You can keep that one actually.
Thanks.
Okay. So prying it open would then require me another athletics check, please.
And I will do, of course, my trusty guidance again. And
There it
18.
comes. You see and feel the metal bend under your strength, but it's not loosening, it's not opening.
Hmm. Hmm. Wait. Oh, I had a crowbar anyway. Just seen that.
No, you have two.
Nice. Always wanted to. Can I dual wield crowbars?
I think you could do that as improvised weapons, probably.
Yeah, apparently, I
I-
mean, we all learned in Half-Life that everybody can wield a crowbar, even a weird scientist in a hazard suit. So
um, Well, I
Scriana,
don't
don't
have
you have,
any
like,
like smithing
I-
tools or something, or
don't you have like some kind of tools that you could use
Well,
to
if you give
open
me an hour, I could create just about anything.
It's more like, don't you have some kind of like tools to remove the bolts? You don't need to
Uh,
create a new machine.
I mean, yeah, I can check. I look at my tinker's tools.
Well, you definitely have better tools for this kind of job, since you know, first of all, how to use them. Unscrewing bolts and working with metal in general is something that you used to do. So you can probably loosen some bolts there with your tools, and then make it easier for a second try with the crowbar.
I will do so.
All right, then does somebody else want to take a try on the crowbar?
I think if Alasha does that, I'm just gonna take the other crowbar and help.
All right,
so we
then give
try
it another
again.
try. Yes.
Okay. No, wrong window. Where is it? Again with my trusty guidance.
All right, wasting all those 20s.
Yep.
All right, this time you actually expected a bit more resistance from the tank itself, and you flip the lid open of it, and it flies towards the opposite wall and stays in the wall. Actually, it just sticks into the stone, and right after it, a burst of flame comes out of the tank and resembles to be a fire elemental, now hovering right above the tank. And in its rage and anger, it straight up attacks you. Roll for initiative.
I knew it. I knew it. That was
It's no
obvious.
combat encounter going on. There it is.
I'm gonna have.
Oh. There it is. Oh no, where is it?
You guys need to learn to roll inside. No one rolls inside.
Yes, we are stupid.
I asked, does it say friendly? I don't know. Doesn't say neither friendly. No.
I told you, I don't know.
You can roll inside.
It's not about insight though. It didn't speak. I didn't understand anything.
You understood free and blocked and such.
It said free.
We should have just moved away.
Yes. Wait, the cat is not participating. The owl had a 17.
Yeah.
And the steel defender has the same as Skriana. So we can remove that one as well. Oh no, I accidentally changed the hit points of the owl. So this is a 17. And then we start with Yagu. You are the first one to react.
Seeing as Skriana is right in front of it, I would cast Shield of Faith on Skriana.
Alright, then please do so.
Well, I was gonna move back anyway,
Yeah.
but thank you.
Still gonna take like attack of opportunity. I guess Shield of Faith on Skriana, and I punch the elemental twice. Nice. Actually, no, with my fists better. So, got the target here, is this right? Yes.
don't know. Maybe it's the internet.
Okay, that's not hold on. I'll just roll.
All right. Yeah, that's looking better now. All right. Yes, your claws hit the fire elemental. Luckily, they are counting as magic weapons, so you're not getting burned by the fire of it.
Another punch.
Oh, wait, actually, wait a second. No. That does not save you, actually. All right. So you punched 3 times, right?
No,
2
twice.
times?
Yes.
Twice. All right. That then actually does give you a bit of fire damage in return, which is 16.
Okay. I yell at it and make them calm down. Let's see if that helps.
Calm down, bruh. I'm only slashing you.
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right. It does not seem to listen. So it's Kriana, it's your turn.
Well, firstly, we disengage and leave.
Okay.
Goodbye. And then bonus action. This one moves here. Turns the right way. And attacks.
All right. That is a hit.
Why is this private again? Oh, well.
I can see it, so no worries. And in return, your steel defender receives 6 points of damage.
Cool. That's me turn.
All right. Now, the owl. What is the owl
I will
doing?
hold action and help out with my next melee attack.
All right. Then, Zoya, what about you?
I'm gonna attack it with Booming Blade and the Frostbrand Rapier. And I'm gonna reroll the 12. Because I can. 17.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. What is it? Minus 13. It's 34 damage.
All right.
Then I will move over.
The fire
here.
elemental
Here.
screams again in pain as the cold damage from your new weapon is hitting it. He does really not like this one.
Well, kind of sucks to be it.
Okay, is that your turn?
We tried to free it. As a bonus action, I will give Yagu Lilasha's next. I'm gonna give Lilasha inspiration.
All right. That then now brings us to Inspired Elisha.
All right, inspired Elisha will try something new. I want to use Bless on my party. How do I do that exactly? Because they get a status, right? So can I like target multiple?
No,
Oh, yes.
yes, you
actually
can
can.
target. You can target multiple,
But I
but
can't
that's
target myself.
that's not helping out with buff spells anyway. So this is not how the system works, unfortunately. There is no way to do this. So bless gives everyone a d4, right?
Yep.
Yep.
For attack rolls and saving throws. And it's concentration, right?
It's concentration on me, yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
So as long as you concentrate, no, not as long as you concentrate, right? 1 minute.
As long as I
So-
concentrate on it, yes. If I lose concentration, they cannot use it,
Yeah.
but they can use it over and over again. So they
But
just have
still,
it.
maximum duration is a minute.
Yes, yes.
Oh, good. So that you know. So that's your turn.
Well, I don't have any attacks with my bonus action, and I don't think I should use action search on this enemy. So yeah,
So no.
yeah. I guess that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I cast it on as a second level, so I have one additional. Then it's 4 targets. So like, all of us have.
All of
plus.
us except familiars and
Yes.
other people.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then the fire elemental's turn. He focuses on Yagu since he was the first one to punch him, and he can't reach the elf with the cold sword right now. And his 2 arms reach out to the turtle, trying to hit him. And it's a 23 a hit. Yes, right.
Yes.
All right. Hits you once.
I cast shield.
Okay, then it does not hit you, right? What is it with shield? 24?
It's +5, so yes. I have
Yeah.
20.
No, then it's 23.
Wait, because my AC.
Yeah, I see it. Your AC is 18, so with +5 you are at
Chosen 13, that's what I mean.
Yeah, no. So but it should be 18.
Yes,
That's my
yes,
question.
Yes. Yeah, then still
Yes, thank you. So then with shield it is 23. Exactly.
I removed my passive. How much damage is it?
It is 14 damage. Normal. No. Yes, normal. 14 damage. And you are on fire. And you would take another 5 points of fire damage at the start of each of your turn, unless you spend an action to douse the fire.
How many points?
5 each turn, unless you spend an action to douse it.
Okay.
Good. Then that brings us to Yagu's turn.
Use my action to douse the fire. Yes. Thank you.
All right. So you put out the flames there with your hands and probably some parts of your equipment.
Yeah, that's it. I can't do anything else with my bonus action.
Good. Then Skriana.
I will shoot the enemy. And that's the end of the sentence.
With what?
Can I not? Hang on. How do I target them? There we go.
Double
I
right
targeted them. I mean, we're a strong party. I can do a relatively simple attack for now, I guess. So
And I guess Ray of Frost.
no, actually, I want to use Ice Knife. And in his back with a
Like
second level
wanted, like curving bullets.
Pew pew. Oh, I have to click attack. There you go.
All right.
There we go. Oh, it did it twice.
Yeah,
Fuck,
because
I know
you
why.
probably clicked twice. Doesn't.
No, the
doesn't
first
really-
time was because I've already targeted him. The second one was actually the AoE. So let's take the
Ah.
second one because the second one is the one I actually put the AoE in.
Ah, good. All right. The second one then is that's actually quite some damage. And the fire elemental has nothing against cold and takes the full damage there. And screams in agony and pain. That's your turn?
Yeah, well, nah. Bonus action.
Ah, bonus action, your
There you go.
Shield
And then it
Defender.
takes another 6 damage or so. Oh, it's taking 10 damage. Wait, the target did itself. What?
Oh,
Strange.
you did 10 damage.
Cool. Yes, I did.
And
10
it hits your back for 9 points of damage.
Okie doke. And yes, that's the end of that turn.
Alright. The fire elemental is not glowing as bright as the beginning of the fight. And that brings us to the owl and Zoya.
Yeah, the owl will assist again with the next attack.
Okay.
And I will stab it again with Frostband Rapier and Booming Blade.
Good.
So I'm rerolling the 10. Is it 16 to hit?
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Minus 15. It's 32 damage.
32. Alright.
Goodbye.
You stab your cold-induced rapier into the fire elemental, and it screams even louder now, and the flame seems to be going out. The elemental itself getting smaller and smaller, and the last thing you see is a small little flame dropping directly back into the tank where it came from. Boop. And that's the end of the combat.
Put the lid back on.
Alright, you put the lid back on, pouring it out of the opposite wall. But you have the feeling that this won't be necessary since this elemental is probably back in his plane or wherever. Definitely not coming back.
Out of character, we just killed the warm water supply of the Draugr.
Oh
Well,
no!
Smack- you
Anyway.
know, they were so friendly to us.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll survive.
They're like our best friends. How dare we?
No, I just don't want to fight them, to be honest.
Their equipment
That's all.
malfunctioned and it blew up on its own.
Well, I guess that like fire elementals do not leave like any kind of essence or other
No, this is not Final
things.
Fantasy.
That's
Alright, everything around you is quiet again.
Guess we can go down now unless we want to check something else out in this level.
Nope.
I think we have most of the stuff now. Or at least the things we found. This one leads down. Or at least the notes say it does.
Oh, no wonder I can't move. I'm still. So. Oh, I'm experiencing lag. Anyone else?
no, works fine for me today.
Okay, just me
Fine
then.
now.
There, it fixed.
Alright. So this tunnel starts to slope downward. And has absolutely no other paths leading anywhere. So you have to continue this tunnel there for roughly an hour leading down. And then let me quickly check where you actually end up. Ah, yes, you end up there. We- uh, I somehow put you into the walls there. Now it should be better.
I think we're not supposed to see everything here.
No, you're actually not. Why is this configured this like this? Ah, this is the reason.
Oh, spoilers. Or we can...
How about now?
Now we see darkness.
Sweet darkness.
Yeah, darkness is good. Darkness is better than seeing everything. All right. Now, let me give me a second before you continue exploring.
I'm gonna check the
Okay,
ceilings on
this
the way.
is level 7 now, right?
Yes,
No, yeah.
should be.
That's how counting works. Hopefully.
Oh, who
But the
knows?
thing is, it's a passage, and we don't know if the passage leads right to the next level or if it like reads around one of the levels and then further down.
6.5.
Or if Halaster's just a dick and plays with us.
Yeah, like we walk down, but we end up 3 levels above us because
Why not?
magic.
Maybe this is level 21 or something? And we're gonna die?
Where'd bats go?
I'm here. I'm here. I just need a quick minute because I need to find something. Uh, uh? Okay. Let's just roll with it and see what happens. There you go. All right. You enter a system of tunnels that are definitely coming from some sort of creature. And since you already encountered some of them in level 6, you guess it's probably made from umber hulks. The size of the tunnel fits, and also the scratches on the wall fit.
Um, Umber Hulks were the ones with the saving throw when you're near them, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah. All right. I will leave the donkey here for now. If we want to stealth a little bit. Now, do I hear something?
No, those caverns are actually pretty
Wait,
quiet,
if you
but you
want,
feel a rumble in the earth from time to time.
if you want to stealth, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on everyone.
Well, I don't know if we need to, but
I mean, it lasts an hour. And if we're not sure what's around and we hear rumbling, I would say we probably gonna use it.
all
Or
right.
at least I'm gonna be stealthy. You can do what you want.
I will do that too then.
Yep.
Which is
So all of your group efforts are ruined.
wait. I give him advantage. I give him advantage.
You have already seen the result of the roll.
Yeah, okay, but it's a natural one. It's pretty obvious what the result is. I don't know what against what we're rolling or if we're rolling. So
Always against perception. Stealth is always rolled against the perception of possible enemies.
yeah, I had to add stuff to my thing.
I mean, if you want, I can use my chronal shift. That one says, as a reaction, when a creature makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can force the creature to reroll.
Yeah.
And you can make this decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails.
That would work.
The question is, do we want to use
Yeah,
that
do we care
resource
enough?
now for
Yeah.
just a stealth roll?
I don't think we care enough, right?
Listen, I have a stealth of 37. I don't care, okay? I'm just gonna go where you're not going.
I barely use these. Well, I don't have many, but I'm using them. So yes, I've used it. There. Done.
So do I
Reroll.
Okay.
Yes, you're forced to reroll. I'm forcing you.
Yeah, you're just rewinding time, so
Exactly.
that was actually the best decision ever.
I have to roll for the owl as well because I'm gonna send it to
Yes.
explore.
So, Yago, you are sure that at one point in stealthing around, you tripped on some kind of a pebble, and this pebble made an incredible loud sound. Plus, you're not able to contain the stuff that is hanging from your shell and your body in general. But then suddenly, you have this glimpse that you should start to watch the floor, tuck your gear better into your pockets, and you make the stealth.
Nice.
Push.
You still have this slight feeling that something was wrong with time in general.
Push.
So
Push.
the all right, Zoya,
I'm pushing the owl
a
back.
100 feet range. You're not
That's
even
shame with-
measuring.
That's pretty sure within 100. That's 95. That's perfect.
All right.
And right, I'm not going further down.
I'm not doing room descriptions as long as you're not going there. This is just stupid metagaming what you're doing with the owl at times.
I mean, the owl.
I can check through the owl. It's not metagaming.
Yeah, but if
it's-
you rushed through the rooms and then don't even wait for the description, then you're just checking out the path. This is metagaming. And you're checking out if there are some enemies.
I was swooshing around. You didn't say anything, so I would just.
Yeah,
assume
because I was still bothering with Yagu and his stealth check.
I'm gonna wait there.
Good. Thank you. All right. This room is filled with umber hulk shells, and the floor is littered with the molted carapaces of them.
Okay.
Are they
It also-
known to shed their
Apparently they
Carapaces?
do, yeah. Some of them really look like the real deal, more or less intact, coming off as a whole. Others are just basically some claws or armor plates coming from the bodies.
like, can we wear them and disguise as Umber Hulks?
Well, you could probably, if you're careful enough, you could probably step into one of those shells, but as soon as you start moving with that, you probably break it.
Oh, damn
Like
it.
it's not flexible. It's yeah. Solid chitin. Oh, that stuff is called. Other than that, the room has a very, strong stench to it. So the Umber Hulks are probably not just doing their shedding in there, also other things
They're shitting as well.
like
Yummy.
pooping. They do the
Okay.
pooping.
That looks like
All
a
right.
dead end.
All right.
It's actually not a dead
point
end. This
going
tunnel
there.
there continues upwards and is a bit steeper than the tunnel you just came out.
Okay.
Do we want to check out where that leads? It goes up, right? So,
Goes
Mhm.
upwards, yes.
I mean, maybe this would be like an even faster way back. If it somehow would like leave out one floor.
Wasn't there something on level 5 that in one of the tunnels? I'm not sure. I mean, we can
Well,
check it out. but-
as long as you can see through the eyes of the owl, the tunnel continues.
Yeah. I mean, this one seems to be steeper. I'm assuming if it doesn't lead to level 6, it leads to level 5, and it took us an hour to come down here, so... Do you walk at least another hour upstairs?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm always forgetting that the distances are longer than it seems right here.
I'm gonna go and check.
All right, but I think I would still like go over there
the left.
and probably leave a marking.
Yeah.
That this could be a potential way up. Blah 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 blah. And I move back.
Yago, you have a very strange feeling standing where you are. You are able to see for a couple of feet, like your dark vision is usually, but you can't really see the end of it. So whatever is ahead of you is either huge and very far away, or not even there.
Okay.
Let me just see. That's 65, so I
Or
can.
very far away, or not there.
Yeah, you just literally can't see the end of it. Just
Oh,
you
so it's just
stare
like-
into darkness.
Huh. Does anything change if I get closer? Eh.
No, nothing is really changing. The only thing that you feel in the ground is a certain rumble from time to time.
Gonna check this passage here too. It looks like passage.
Oh, and as Griana, I'm assuming you did some sort of light for yourself, right?
Sure. Yeah. I guess if it's needed, I will.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. Everything is dark.
I
So
move
used
up
to the
to
entire group
Yagu.
having dark vision.
Come up
Alas,
to Yagu. Did you find
a
something?
lowly human.
I don't know, I can't see anything.
That's weird.
Same goes for you, Elasha. From right where you're standing at, your dark vision is working for, a couple of feet that you're used to, but you can't see the end of it. You can't see what's ahead of you.
Does audio also seem like dampened or something? Or like there's probably
No,
not much
not
going
really.
on.
You don't feel any difference in your other senses. Everything else works as intentioned. I mean, your eyes also. You're pretty sure that your eyes are working. You just can't see the end of what's ahead of you.
Did I
I mean,
stretch
that's
my
just means it's a
hand?
big tavern.
Did I stretch
gonna
my
send-
hand
yeah.
into the dark?
Darkness moves away from you when you move forward. It's not just right in front of you.
Oh,
It's just your dark vision works for the 60 feet that you have, but after that you can't see a thing.
What happens if I have the owl fly in?
The owl can see.
Like normal or just where?
Completely normal.
Okay, then I'm
But
gonna
still,
look through the
the
owl.
darkness just moves a bit further away from you.
Okay, but if I look through the owl, do I also see the darkness, right?
Yes,
Okay.
the
that
owl
was-
has a bit more vision, but it also sees the darkness. Then what you see around you seems to be like a huge cavern. And you can't even see the ceiling of it. And there, right there where the owl is hovering, is a ledge going downwards. So you are basically on top of it.
Uh,
And
Right.
it would lead down.
Buffs, by the way, we can actually see inside. I don't know if that's intended, or at least I can.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, sure. You everything works as intended.
Okay.
It's just you. I mean, you see the dark circle at the end of your vision, right?
Dark circle at the end.
Nope.
Yeah, you see the dark stuff at the end of your vision.
Yeah,
That's
that's
exactly what I'm
just-
describing.
My question is, what I'm seeing is the weird face thingy. Yes.
He means if he sees the giant there.
Yes.
The weird thing alien with a flute.
Because
You
like when
shouldn't-
I
you
when I
shouldn't-
have my character, I don't see it, but when I click out of my character, something has vision up to there.
Yeah, it's the owl.
Ah, it's
Probably
the
the
owl,
owl.
yeah.
It's the owl. It's the shared vision of the owl. So you yourself, Yago, you don't see it, but the owl now sees a
Okay.
stone giant that seems to search something on the floor.
I'm gonna buy a
And
little.
every time the stone giant makes a step, you then again feel the rumble on the floor.
I whisper to the others what I can see with the owl.
Wait, which direction?
I point in the direction
Hmm.
noise is coming from. Doesn't seem to have noticed the light from
Oh,
Skriana.
Skriana is still very far away from the cavern opening.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna cast minor illusion and show what it looks like.
All right, you do a minor illusion of a stone giant that definitely seems to work out in some way, because every muscle on him is as defined as it can be. And he looks like he's lifting stones every day just for fun.
Do we know anything about stone giants?
Maybe, I don't know. Do me. Stone giant wouldn't actually be a nature check. Yeah, just there's for the lack of a better skill for it, roll me a nature check. All right, you happen to know actually quite a bit about stone giants. First of all, they're huge. So, and they seek their homes in cavern networks, the Underdark, and other rocky environments. And they are also known to be carvers, so they shape stone to their liking. And some of them are also known to be quite crafty with that and shape beautiful things out of stone.
Are they known to be aggressive?
Not, yeah, aggressive, like if they're threatened, of course, but they usually don't attack on sight.
Okay.
But we will wait the one that will.
Looks like it's been searching for something.
So, as a last description, can I actually display this? No, I can't. Wait, I still think I have a handout somewhere for it. I do. Show to players. Damn. That is a stone giant.
With a huge vanilla cone.
Beats your senses for an ice cream cone, please.
Hmm. All right. Well. So what do you reckon? You wanna? Do we wanna just go around, or should we approach it? I mean, so far the track record for approaching such things isn't that great.
I mean, you'd have to speak giant to even try. I don't. I don't.
Me neither.
True that.
If neither
Yeah.
of us does, then probably around it.
All right. So where at?
I like how he has like little slippers.
Gotta keep your feet warm.
I mean, fair.
Um. Well, we could cast a coin on where to go. So shall we go north first, or to the left?
And
North
Uh,
here or north here?
how big is? How far does my light reach?
Um,
I think we should go around with Skriana
I
just to make
gave
sure.
you a total of 60 feet. So
Okay, I mean,
it's
so just
40
there.
dim and 20 bright.
I mean, you could just. I could just extinguish it. You can lead me if you want. That'd be fine.
Fine
Mm.
if we just go up.
Does your cat have?
Okay.
Does your
All
cat
right.
have dark vision?
One
Yeah,
second.
that's a
Uh,
dark.
You can put your cat on your shoulder and then look through the cat and hear through the cat. Because you can still move, you just can't hear yourself and see yourself.
Pretty smart idea.
Just saying.
Okay, Yago, as you come around the corner there, you see an pretty big cave bear sniffing through some bones. And you also start noticing the stench of animal.
Bears.
Does it smell? Does it smell like the centaurs, or different?
It smells like bear.
Okay.
But they are pretty large. You actually haven't seen a bear this size for quite some time.
Ooh.
Yeah, I suggest we don't make friends with the bears.
We can make friends with the bears. Wait, let me check something.
Oh no.
Yes, I can cast it on level 2, then I can cast it on 2 creatures. How many are there? I can't see them from here.
At least one.
Yago has seen one, yes.
1. Okay. So
I want the bear as a mount.
I can make friends with the bear. I'm gonna sneak up to the bear a little bit.
All right. The bear does he notice you? Whoop, wrong button.
Do I have to roll again?
No, you're still sneaking around.
Okay.
All right, the bear does not seem to notice you.
There's another one. What is that thing?
Yes, you see a second bear,
Yes, I see something weird
and
too.
around the corner you hear and sometimes see smaller bears playing on some rocks, climbing up and down, and
It has baby bears.
Time to abduct some baby bears.
Oh, well,
Yes,
Elisha said
my future mount.
she wanted a bear man. Oh, we can make bear. Wait, I'm gonna sneak back. What are we gonna do? We can make the bears friends.
Do we want to make the bears friends?
Why wouldn't we want to make the bears friends?
Okay, let me rephrase. Do we want to risk not getting the bears friends?
I mean, I have all my spell slots. I can try more than one.
Did you see something else?
Baby bears.
But except for bears, there's only bears there, right? So nothing,
Bunch of
no
bones.
passage or.
yeah, quite a lot of gnawed bones.
Some of them looked human-ish.
Okay, that's nice.
Hmm.
What are the bear doing? Like, which direction are they looking?
They are sniffing on the ground. They're not just looking into any particular direction. They are
It's like moving around.
searching. Yeah, exactly. Strolling and searching through their pile of bones that they have there.
I mean, we do have other passages we can check out first. But we could do friends. We could be friends with bears. I'm just saying.
Um. Yeah, I mean, let's check out the other parts. Yagu, did you go the other way inside the cave?
I didn't go far enough to see anything, if that's what you mean.
It was a
Hmm.
passage that was leading, like 2 passages. And they all went further in forked passages south. So we could check that out.
Well, I mean, if we don't want to go through the bears, then it's south. It's the only way to go. Hmm.
I'll move.
All right. You continue down through more narrow tunnels, reaching an area.
Ooh, there's crystals.
Yes. To the south, a large protuberance of jagged rock has been carved into the form of giant-sized throne, and blue quartz crystals grow out of the rock. A large axe has been carved on the floor on the passage leading back to the big cavern north.
The crystals like fixed to the throne? Or can they be removed?
They grow out of the rock, literally. So they are, yeah, fixed by nature.
Can I try to grab a handful?
You have to break them out, but yeah, with the use of a bit of force, it's easily done. So if
How many
you
crystals do I get?
it depends on how many time you want to invest into it. So there are roughly about 60, maybe 70 pieces sticking out of it.
How long would it take to collect them all?
Roughly an hour, maybe.
Probably too long. If we collect just like the bigger ones,
Yeah, all right. So you collect the bigger ones. That then makes 2d12 crystals. Ah, I need to put a roll in front of it, which is 11.
wait, how much are they worth each?
Each piece is roughly worth 10 gold pieces, but you know that from the start. They look pretty, but they're not really um, super expensive.
Okay, I throw them in the back of holding. So it's not worth, definitely not worth spending more time. So which direction do we go? This one seems to lead back to the thing with the giant. So I'd say we either go further here or here, or down here somewhere.
I say we go southeast.
All right.
All right, you cross through this pit there, this cave there, and you hear the humming and chiseling of a very deep and probably very large voice coming from the southeast direction where you're heading.
So like working on stone with like chiseling, or
Yeah,
yeah, okay. Could be another stone giant, maybe.
In this narrow path. Oh,
We don't know what's over there.
as you come around the corner. What was your stealth check again, Yagu?
my one was 20. The second time.
Yeah, but plus 10.
33.
All right,
33.
you are all above 20, right? In this
Yeah.
case. Yeah, all right. You are in luck. You glimpse around the corner and you see another stone giant
Oh, hello there.
just right around the corner. And thanks to Zoya's magic, he did not notice you so far.
Can I don't know, am I being told this?
I'm assuming we're gonna tell you that there's a giant there, yeah.
Yeah.
I will dispel the owl and then make it reappear here. Well, I'm gonna have to fly it.
Perhaps
Whoops, no, not myself.
the cat thing that Soya said, would that work?
That would work, yeah. It's actually
Okay.
quite a good idea.
Then I put out my light and have my cat on my shoulder.
Yeah. Good. Do this. It is actually a pretty good idea. All right, the owl continues to explore. And first of all, it notices that the walls of this cavern are covered over and over with abstract illustrations and paintings.
It's
Or-
artistic giants. Sorry.
Where was my?
Can we recognize something on the illustrations?
I'm just
Or...
looking for my passage. Ah, yeah. No, many of them are unfinished actually. So, but the walls are over and over covered with abstract carvings. So, and the owl is right now looking into some kind of a tool storage. There are carving tools in this cave, and the tools are too big and definitely too heavy to be used by anyone not of giant size. So you see absurd, huge pickaxes that are probably as big as Hilasha,
Nice.
and other tools, all in really sizes that you've never seen before.
Okay. So I will dispel the owl again and make it appear here.
Okay. So this tunnel seems to lead back into the big cavern.
Okay, there seems to be another tunnel-ish here.
That is correct. There seems to be a tunnel leading out of this cavern then as well.
Okay, I'll dispel the owl and summon it again on my shoulder. And well, I move back a bit and tell you guys what I saw. Probably we should explore the other side first. But they do seem to be somewhat artistic. Maybe we can convince them that we're not bad.
We can't speak with them though.
Hmm.
What I don't know what they speak. Do they only speak giant?
I think.
I do have comprehend language. I could understand what they're saying.
Maybe they were exchange students and learned some common.
Wait, we have this. We do have. No, it's also comprehend languages, I think.
Yeah, I think let's just see where all the other paths lead. And
Is it the potion?
because if
Yeah,
we can
potions, we
communicate,
have-
then
We have potions of comprehend languages, but that doesn't really let us talk to them. Yeah, let's explore the other side.
All right, you move
I
back.
can squeeze through
and
here, right? That's
You can squeeze through there. Yes,
Okay.
that is working as intended. And then you come into a completely empty cavern that actually, even by the book, says it contains nothing of interest. It is literally written down here. Contains nothing of interest.
nice.
I'm not kidding you. Be right back in a second. Need drink.
Okay, so we have bears,
That's
giant, and giant.
This cave
and another
contains
tunnel.
a potential room for resting.
Yeah, that's one thing. Hmm.
I mean, we could try and sneak around the dark thing here. The circle. It didn't seem to have noticed us.
It seems very busy. So
This is level 7, right?
It should be,
Probably.
as far as we know.
And from our map that we have, it should have 3 portals in it.
yes.
And so far, we didn't come across a lot of potential portal rooms.
Nope.
I just thought that maybe that place with the crystals could be something,
That looks like a
as that's like
The thing is, there's more passages. We have at least another 3 passages in the room with the searching giant. And I don't know if
Yeah.
down here, like in that cave, because you can go down, there's some kind of slope that goes down to where the giant is. And it looks like there might be another potential entrance, like down there.
hmm. In the middle?
Yeah. But no clue what that is.
Hmm.
Big dip.
I mean, out of character,
Like just a hole.
I would suggest that maybe that's where the whole darkness thing is coming from.
The
But,
darkness. I'm
It was
At
out
this
of
point,
character, just like
I'm at this point. I'm pretty sure I just described it wrong. The cave is just literally so huge that you can't see the end of it.
Oh, okay. So nothing special about the
Nothing
vision
magical
or...
going on. You
Okay,
just
I
can't
see.
see the end of it.
I see. Um, and just like these two gaps, is there anything like, is there like some kind of tunnel or something, or are these just like gaps in the
Which gaps you talking about? Those ones here?
no, in the big room.
Aha. No, they're just gaps in the ledge. So if
Okay.
you're standing on this ledge here, for example, then you would need to jump to get over there.
If only we had a ring of jumping.
Ah,
If only we still had some slippers too.
Um, so that, I mean, that would probably be too far to jump over, I guess, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, if we're talking from the same ground levels on, then it is kind of a 30 feet jump, 35 feet jump, if you want to end up at the same elevation at the end.
Yeah.
Could potentially like
You could also just climb down and then on the other side climb back up. So that would also work. Did I mention how deep this ledge is actually?
No.
So it's 90 feet deep.
90. Okay.
Oh. I mean, I don't want to brag, but Terralai can lets me use fly.
I mean, I can walk down, but.
Yeah, you
I
guys can
can
walk
fly.
on the
Yeah, I
wall.
can walk down.
I mean, if we wait another hour, I can walk down too.
Hmm.
I could also just fly.
But why,
I'm gonna
why
need
would
an
we? But why would we?
Why wouldn't we? But I think we should explore the up here first.
The bear cave?
I mean, no, but there's another passage north, and there's
Oh,
some
okay. Yeah, yeah.
passages.
That makes sense. So we're still sneaking, right?
Yes, you're still sneaking. So sneaking around there, the ledge, carefully observing what the giant is doing, who is not paying any attention, and is still collecting random rocks from the surface of this cavern. You come around this tunnel there, and Zoya, you start hearing the sounds of the bears again.
All right. Bears. Oops. All right. How far is it to this side? Let me see. Like from where to where would I have to like?
So from the if you want to just end up exactly at the same elevation, it's roughly 30 feet.
Okay, it's too much. Yeah, I would need an hour to be able to reattune to the slippers in order to go down.
Hmm.
You did find a nice empty room.
True that. I mean, the alternative would be either engage with the bears or engage with the stone giants in some way.
think if we want to engage with them, I'd still rather reattune to the slippers, so we all have some kind of escape to get out of the thing.
That makes sense.
I could use to fly on you as well.
You could, but if either of us
But it's
ends up
Oh yeah.
being unconscious or something, then we have 2 people with no way to get out.
Fair point.
Oh yeah, I could upcast it to target an additional
All right.
target. And it takes charges from Tiralai, so not my spell slot.
Wait. You want to use fly on different thingies?
Yep. If you
Um,
cast it on, it's a 3rd level spell, and if you cast it on
Yeah.
4th level, you can target 1 additional creature for each slot
you can't
level.
you can't upcast the spell slots of Tiralai.
You can. You expend more charges.
Aha. Yeah, then you would expend charges. Yes, that would work.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am like level 3 is 1 charge, then 4 is 2 charges, and 5 is 3 charge. Or no, it doesn't even give me the option for 5.
No.
It only gives me the
Wait.
option for level 3 and 4, so 1 or 2 targets.
Yes, exactly, because it can't use spell slots in theory higher than the sword's level, actually, than the spell levels.
Okay.
Wait, it has. Yeah, I mean you have two charges of fly. So if you do 1 upcast, then you can basically cast fly on you and somebody else. You can't use the charges from other spells though to upcast fly. But you can use the 2 charges of fly in one go and then cast it on somebody else as well.
You cannot tune while walking,
weird.
right? If you're not doing. I couldn't concentrate on the spell though. I'm not sure if it works or not anyway, but I definitely could not tune.
So it requires the creature to spend a short rest focused on only that item while being in physical contact with it.
All right, then
Then no.
no.
Sorry, really quick about the charges thingy. Like Tiralai has 6 charges, and it just shows me that fly is 1 to 2 charges, polymorph is 1 to 2 charges, and transport via plants is 1 to 4.
Where are you looking this up?
In the D&D Beyond.
Aha.
And
Is that my homebrew item that you're looking at right now? My homebrew collection. Right there. No, it actually has 2 charges of fly. I can copy you this specific one there.
Oh yeah, I think I took the Tiralai from the database.
Yeah, probably. So it has 2 charges of fly. It has 3 charges of polymorph and transport via plants 4 charges. So for your upcasting purposes, you only have the 2 charges of fly available.
Okay, so it would work then for the other ones as well. So I could either cast fly like in total I have 6 charges, of course, and I could use fly twice or fly upcasted once, and
Yes.
polymorph the same once.
Yes.
Once 3 times, upcasted another, or like 1 time plus. Yeah. Okay. And transport via plants. Okay, so I just can like spend these amounts maximum on each spell. These amounts of charges.
Correct.
Okay.
Or am I stupid?
Yeah, I see that
Wait.
text. I see that as well. In the description, but somehow in the top part it
Wait,
shows me.
am I stupid? Aha, no. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. It actually
No,
means
no.
that fly uses up 2 charges, polymorph uses up 3 charges, and transport via plants uses up 4 charges out of your total 6. So you can cast 3 times fly, 2 times polymorph, and transport via plants only once, and then have still 2 charges left. That is how it works. So it's the other way around. You got me?
Well, in my spells selection, I have a 6th level spell, transport via plants, 1 charge. I have a 7th level spell, transport via plants, 2 charges,
Yeah,
and so on.
that's just
But you just
because.
decide how it works, so that's
Yeah. As I
okay.
just said. So fly
Okay, then
takes
it's a
up 2 charges.
fixed amount that it uses.
Exactly. It
2,
uses
3,
2
and 4.
charges. 2, 3,
Okay.
and 4, exactly. But you can also then that would also mean that you can upcast then your fly spell as you originally intended. So you
Without
can use
additional
fly.
charge cost.
No, you can use fly and then upcasted it to use more charges.
Then I
And
would
then
use
therefore
4 charges.
expand it exactly, and therefore expand it to somebody else as well.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion.
Don't worry. All right.
So where were we?
Figuring out what we wanted to do.
Ah, yes, figuring out if you want to go and bear with them or fly over. There's so many puns with bear.
I mean, if we're gonna take a short rest so that Zoya can attune to the slippers, for example, then we might as well try to tame the bears. But then again, I don't know if there's anything beneficial coming out of that. So it could just be a huge time waste.
We are a bit further away, and I can dispel the familiar, so I could potentially just send the familiar in now to see if there's anything worth checking out in there. I'll move a little bit closer. Let me see. Ruler. Yeah, I can send the familiar up to somewhere here. That should be enough to.
Tavern ceiling is actually pretty high up, so you have no issues flying over the bears.
All right, perfect. Oops.
So yeah, Owl flies in and discovers basically what you already knew. There are 2 adult bears and 2 bear cubs in the back of the cavern
Aw,
playing around.
Oh.
there was
Those
another.
bear cubs are as big as normal bears.
They're
Adult.
so cute.
And the adult cave bear is basically its mouth is probably fitting the entire shell of Yagu in it.
Well, you're talking to the
wanna
people that are
write that
trying
one.
to hatch a white dragon, okay?
This is now our new measurement system.
How
I'm
many?
gonna-
How many?
How
gonna-
many Yagus?
I'm gonna come a little bit closer since the owl can fly high enough up and just like check out this passage too.
Ah, yeah, this passage. You did not check out this one. Dim dim dim. That seems to be an unfinished cave, whatever that means, and natural columns of rock support the cave ceiling, the walls of which depict unfinished carvings of lanky stone giants hurling rocks. The cave is otherwise empty.
Okay.
Continues then further up north, and there seems to be something that the owl can't make out from where it's standing here right now.
It looks like a gym.
It actually is a gym.
All right.
Nice.
This is where
Oh.
It
stone
was a
giants getting
joke.
pumping, right?
It was supposed to be a joke.
Now it makes sense that you emphasized how perfectly toned their bodies are. That was just a
So-
setup for the gym.
Unless we want to steal some bear cups, there seems to be no reason or no visible reason to go in there for now.
Hmm. I would want a bear cup, but it's probably not worth the risk at the moment.
I'm gonna note the same thing that Bath just noted, that the bear cub is as big as a normal sized bear, which would make a perfect mount, but I also don't know how we're gonna carry one of those around without getting rid
No,
without
you're not
getting rid of the
carrying.
parents.
You're not carrying this one around.
Well, not literally
It carries
carrying
you.
it. Exactly. We could potentially train a cub though.
In Margot's castle, bear is carrying you.
We train a white dragon, we train a bear, what other animals do we find?
Yeah, it's this is not about killing Halaster anymore. This is just like
Making
a
petting zoo.
no. It's a poacher's expedition actually.
Oh no. We don't
I
want to
mean-
hurt the animals. We would just want to ride them.
That sounds wrong. That sounds so much worse.
See?
Why? You ride animals.
First you're sticking your meat
Meat
into
in
some wooden
donkeys.
donkeys, and now you.
Let's point out that she rid it after as well. Anyway, I think we either walk around and around. No, we can't really walk around because the other dude is in here. So we can
Yeah,
have
that's
so
the
much
thing,
as much
like-
stealth as we want, but if you just straight up walk into the room, he will eventually notice us.
Also, just mentioning, this down here is 90 feet deep.
I know. What
It's
is
not
this
just
thing, by
walking
the way?
down there.
What
This thing there is something that seemingly escapes your vision, as it is perfectly placed within the room to escape your dark vision's range.
What does the owl eyes see?
The owl, however, if you move it closer, discovers a castle that perfectly fits into a 20-foot cube and floats at the center of an invisible thingy in the middle of the cavern.
Yes, thingy. My favorite.
There's a miniature castle.
Yeah, I noticed while saying invisible that I now can't describe it if it is invisible, so I just had to invent something there.
There's a...
So, yes, there is a castle that fits into a 20-foot cube floating in the middle of the cave.
Oh, I can steal the castle and bring it back to the
Wait, what? How big is the
orphanage as
castle?
like a 20 feet
20 feet, okay.
square.
20-foot cube.
Oh, it's okay.
I can steal the castle and bring it back as a toy for the orphanage.
So you probably see the silhouette here on the floor, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's basically it.
That's
How
a
will
plan.
you steal a 20-foot cube?
That's a plan for later.
Just lift it up and take it with us.
Huh. Just sew some bag of holdings together and then whatever. I see.
Create one
We
huge
do have
bag of
two-
holes.
We do have two, so if one half is around one half of it.
Yeah, that opens the possible hole where you can throw things into to a 20-inch diameter or something like
I
that.
know. I'm gonna find a way to steal the castle though. If it's stealable.
Well, I recommend you to check out Alice in Wonderland again if you want to learn about shrinking and enlarging things and how this could possibly go wrong.
But to be fair, like if I steal a small castle, bring it back, and then I'm able to enlarge it, then I own a big castle, and that's like the opposite of a problem.
Well, I see where you're going, and it seems like something that one would wish for, but just need a plan. You need to figure out how.
I know.
But this is something that we will figure out next week. No, wait, did we? What did we say? We skipped next week, right? Since you are all busy doing things like birthdays and Mother's Days and stuff. Disgusting families.
I guess. Yeah, then we'll have to skip next time.
Listen, dude, I spend more time with you guys than I spend with any people that are not my brother. And that's just because we live in the same apartment.